We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Room to maneuver at the 35. Big strides. Look at him go. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 57 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop it. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward Barkley. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Saquon Barkley with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Eagles need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one 28 yards on the ground. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense. Able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Here we go.
Here's Daniels. There's a short one pulled in by Sinnott. You look at this Eagle defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now runs straight ahead with Warren. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
To the air goes Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has Here's another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Get it. Pat the 60. Pat the 60.
And McLaurin, the motion man right.
Ready.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Cowboy 80. No sweet.
Now Daniels. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Come on, come on.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Sanders' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. Sheds off the tackle. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we...
Touchdown, Philadelphia! Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, took.
Taken down by Pete Werner. You look at this Eagle defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
But they lack in pass defense. They do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
His throw incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Throwing now is Daniels. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 9.
No touch it. No touch it.
They'll run it again with Barkley. There he goes, left side. Saquon Barkley, touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Commanders 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lane.
13 yards there and a Washington first.
That's good. Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
21-3 is your score after one. The Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch. Ready.
On the give, it's Warren. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Come on. Let's go.
Play action, now it's Daniels. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop it.
3 scores down, not even at halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw is Daniels. And it's intercepted. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. 83 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. He gets this down to the 3. Brought the power run out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Eagles are able to add on to their first half lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Cut 19, Cougar 19.
Daniels looking to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now we've got a third down and 3.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
This offense so far on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Daniels. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Gravity line. Go.
Daniels going to throw for it. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Daniels pass intercepted.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Third and 4. Again to the up man, the fullback line. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And his kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
They go play action. Daniels. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
Hot 70, hot 70. Ready, ready.
They're going to try and throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Here we go, set. Drop low 80. Go.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Ready. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 6.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only
throw. Left side is complete on the diving effort.
13 yards there on a Washington first.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end.
Ready,
so here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. Set. Cougar 19.
Looking to throw. Daniels.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Second and 10.
Back to throw. Daniels. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
Ready.
Pass caught. It's Lane with it.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9.
Ready. Rambo 80. Ready.
Back to throw again. Got a man. It's Brown. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. To the right side and caught by Sinnott.
And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Just for baseball, we call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down. And the defense rallies to the football and stops it short, bringing up a 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Credit there goes to those guys up front.
Certainly does, but we're also seeing how quarterbacks are doing it nowadays on the sneak. When I played high school ball, my coach John Ford used to say, just get down behind those guys and pick up the first down. Now these guys might hesitate at count, use their vision in their eyes, and find the crease and dive for it that way.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready, right?
Working out of the gun, Daniels. There's a short one pulled in by Simic. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Here we go, here we go. Buffalo 18.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. He finds his man, complete. It's Lane. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Washington first down.
Tag. Cowboy 80.
For Warren. Fights loose. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Come on, come on. Set. 60 by go.
And he's got it. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Let's go. Panther 60. Panther 60. Let's go.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Ready, ready. Viking 18. Hurt, hurt. He's moving. Rig alert, rig alert. Steady.
Here's Warren. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jalen Warren, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Commanders are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
So, partner, was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
Washington will line up with a 2-point conversion.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
The score, Eagles 31, Commanders 9.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but Barkley hit and the ball pops free.
But I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was, and Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. Exactly right. A lost opportunity.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
These two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the Eagles who got the win on the road, so now they look to finish off the sweep here in Philly.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Great. Set.
Now a handoff running through the middle.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 42-yard line.
Let's go.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
Throwing is Hurts.
And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll go out of bounds downs after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
But it's 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. It'll go as just a 15-yard punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
A gain of 26 yards. 1st down, Washington.
Looking to throw. Daniels. He'll get this complete to Sennett, the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
On the run, it's Warren. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Ready, ready.
On the bootleg, it's Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McCoy. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Second and a couple.
19 light. Ready. 60 Eagles. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Daniels. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Andrew McCabe. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they got the big lead here in the 4th. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Barkley, inside handoff.
Yeah, he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. And he's able to get it out of there. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
A throw off his back foot there. That's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Get up. Gravity line. Steady.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He finds his man, complete. That's Lane. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's Daniels.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Now, defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Cowboy 80. Go.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we